In just 10 short minutes, I'm gonna give you the exact tools that you need in order to build a $10,000 per month agency. A few months ago, I was in college, had no clients, and was still living at home. But after applying this exact roadmap, my life completely changed. I dropped out of college, moved into a skyrise apartment, and have seen 5-figure weeks all at 18 years old. Guys, 18 years old. Let's be honest. $10,000 a month for 99% of you sounds like a dream, but it's time that you finally turn that dream into a reality. Guys, I know you want that freedom lifestyle, where you work wherever you want, have complete time freedom, and make a ton of money while mastering a craft that you can scale. Well, there is no better opportunity in 2023 than building an agency. So I'm gonna give you the exact 4 pillars that you need in order to build a 10K per month agency. Now, I will say it is way easier than you think, but it is super hard if you have limiting beliefs. For the longest time, I couldn't even fathom what 10K per month looked like. And this is because I let myself believe that I would never get there. You have to get rid of all limiting beliefs. A winner's mentality does not say,
"Oh, I can't make 10K per month or get any clients."
A winner's mentality is at least willing to learn how to get there and put in the work. So let's get to learning. The first thing that you need to do is pick a niche. Personally, this is one of the most exciting steps because you don't need any previous experience and you can actually test different niches over time to see what you like. I run a short form content agency and I've made content for podcasts, realtors, business coaches, fitness coaches, and the list goes on. After testing all those for a while, I slowed down and started to focus on the fitness industry for scalability. When it comes to picking a niche, there's 2 things that I recommend. Pick a niche you're passionate about or pick a niche you're curious about. If you're passionate about it, you probably already know the ins and outs of it, which will help you tremendously down the road. But let's say you're down for an adventure, then pick a niche that you're curious about. This will keep your mind open to so many new opportunities and how to improve your craft because you'll be continually learning. There are hundreds of niches you can pick from, but I'm gonna give you a few examples. We have real estate, solar companies, chiropractors, dentists, fitness coaches, and the list goes on. Now that we have a niche, it's time to do the second step. Create an offer. Your offer will consist of 2 things, a marketing service and a price for that service. Just like the niches, there are so many options on the type of service that you can provide. So what in the world does an offer look like? For me, I would say I produce short form content for online fitness coaches to build notoriety and turn views into dollars. Or an example that you could do, I help chiropractors get 20 appointments per month by running TikTok ads. Now, I'm gonna give you the types of services you can offer as a social media marketing agency. We have email and SMS, short form content, UGC, content creation and strategies, and lead gen. Once you have this service together, you need to tag a price to it. And I'm telling you right now, this can be an intimidating process. And it's a process that will change over time. Starting off, I had no idea what to price my services. Guys, at one point, I was pricing my services so low that I literally did the math and I was technically still working a 9-to-5 job. So do not make that mistake. I will say when you pitch that first client that price, you're probably gonna be sweating a little bit or even hesitant to even say the price. But after that, you'll build confidence and you'll get a better understanding on how to match the price to the value of your service. Now, when the offer is pitched, you need to create what's called an irresistible offer. You need to curate your offer so well that if they were to leave that call without buying your services, they would be making a huge business mistake. You have to make them feel as if they're missing out. And there's so many plug and plays that you can use for your offer, but in order to make an irresistible offer, you need to add a personal twist to it. Now that we picked a niche, curating an irresistible offer, it is now time to do outreach. Before you do outreach, you need to think about your niche. Are your ideal clients on social media, or maybe more professional on LinkedIn, or maybe they're just a business that advertises locally. Once you know where they run most of their operations, you can now curate and angle your outreach in that direction. So what type of outreaches are there? Well, you can cold DM on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and even platforms like LinkedIn. And this will convert really well if you have a solid personal brand. You can also cold email, which involves sending personalized emails to businesses that may be interested in your services. You can actually send hundreds of emails a week with all the email scraping and automation tools out there. Cold calls are another method and they work really well with local businesses. And the reason being is you'll probably be able to relate to them better. Now, once you get the wheels turning and have obtained a few clients, then you can tap into more methods of outreach like paid ads. This is where you'll run targeted ads towards your ideal client. A good example of an ad that I would do is if you are an online fitness coach and want to build a personal brand in 2023, then you need to utilize short form content. My team will edit, create, and distribute 30 pieces of content per month and turn those views into paying customers. Book a call today. Another method that comes down the road is referral marketing. This is one of the best ways you can get a warm lead. It involves incentivizing current clients clients to refer the agency to their friends, their family, other business owners, and their network. When you do this, you can cut off a % of your current client's package or even just give them commission. I've even had some of you guys DM me leads and you've been able to make a lot of money off of that. Now, the best lead that you can get is an inbound lead, and this comes from building a solid personal brand. Social proof is everything today, and that's the exact reason why you know who Alex Hermosi is. He's built his profiles out so well where he has a balance between providing value, his lifestyle, and what he does for a living. I recommend you start building your profile parallel to your agency, especially if you want longevity and scalability. Now let's do the math on how much outreach you theoretically would need to do a week in order to make 10K per month. So let's say you send 50 messages per day, which honestly is not a lot. That would bring you to about 350 messages per week. Now let's say 5% of the 350 respond and actually book a call. This will leave us at about 17 booked calls. Now let's say you close 5% of the 17 booked calls. That would be at least one client closed. And if your offer is $2,000, then you would need to do this every week for about 4 to 5 weeks to be making 10K per month. It's pretty crazy if you break it down, isn't it? So we've picked a niche, built an irresistible offer, blasted outreach, which has landed us a few clients. Well, it is now time for service delivery. Service delivery is actually going to differ for every one of you guys. So I'm going to give you the basic foundational principles you need to know for service delivery. First and foremost, you need to deliver exactly what you said you would for the client. And I know it sounds cliche, right? If you want a reoccurring customer, you need to give them a timeline, checkpoints, analytical reports, and so on. All this needs to be communicated on the closing call and executed correctly. Now, your service delivery needs to be systemized and automated as much as possible. If you have tedious and intricate requests from all of your clients, it is going to be super hard to scale, especially if the money does not match the value. I made this mistake early on promising X, Y, and Z, and it just got super messy, and it will give you a headache. Now, you can hire someone to do it, but you'll still get a headache on trying to have control over everything and making your clients happy. So you need to keep it simple, like running ads for chiropractors, creating short form content for online fitness coaches, or even do email marketing for sports clothing brands. Remember that scaling your agency while delivering high quality results is the goal. I just gave you every foundational principle you will need in order to make a $10,000 per month agency. And statistically speaking, 99% of you will fail, and 1% of you will build an empire in no time. But how in the world do you become that 1%? Well, first, you get there by putting in the work, and this is hours of work. And you'll also get there with accountability. So this means getting into groups or spaces with people that have goals, tons of experience, and people that will push you. And ultimately, you'll get there by telling yourself you have no other choice. It is time that you turn that dream into a reality. Now, if you're super interested in getting into a like-minded community where you can network, have accountability, and scale your agency, then DM me on Instagram and I will personally talk to you and see how I can help you. It is finally time that you build an empire. And let's turn making 10K per month with your agency a thing of the past.